INIGO the Khajiit. I must say, I expected to make many sacrifices on my search for immortality. I was kicked out of my homeland. I have been attacked and pursued by enemies during nearly every step of my time here in Skyrim. I have laid aside most of my friendships and allegiances, because, I mean, let's face it, Nords tend to frown upon magic itself, much less when you start raising their ancestors to fight alongside you. But this Khajiit INIGO, he's alright. He doesn't even blink twice when he meets all of my undead. He doesn't even blink twice when I start pulling out some bones for harvesting. Could it be that on this journey to immortality, I've found something perhaps even more valuable? A friend. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and today we are exploring our new modded follower INIGO in greater depth. And in order to get him tanked out, as you can see, I had to pull out some of his starting gear, because starting with Ebony Everything basically would have made him the hero of Skyrim, and all of us little lackeys. And I'm fine with bringing along some of these little lackeys as long as I'm not one of them. So, we're going to take out some bandits and top off INIGO's gear, and then, let's see, that should allow us to fill our Azura Star Soul Gem and get that moving. A stormy storm. Or, that's through dialogue. Yeah, this guy's got over 5,000 lines of dialogue, and obviously I can't just go down the list and show them all, so we're just going to try and play it by ear, and I'll try to stop yammering whenever he talks so you guys can get a taste for some of his comments. I might even bring Lydia along for a couple of levels, because he even has some coded interactions with her that you guys might like. But that's a conversation for another day, because first off, we've got to make sure that INIGO's got some gear. And what do you know? We have a quest in this area, so this should be perfect. Alright, unless I have already... Oh wait, did I already clear this place? Of course I did. Alright, that's rather funny. So we're just gonna hop over here and collect something real quick. Sometimes this third-person view is weird. For a second there I thought I was gonna just walk right off the edge. Alright, where are we? What are we looking at here? We've got some nice potion of health. That never goes out of style. And it's probably up top, whatever this is. What is it? Omrim's sword? Is that what we're doing? Yep, Omrim's family sword. Alright, well, that's at least something. Let's see. So weight-wise, we've still got about 20 pounds, but it looks like we could do with a selling spree anyway. But I think we're actually going to swing by the College of Winterhold first. I have a lot of magic-y gear that I'd like to sell, and they usually have a... we're going to be looking for a magic staff, but as I have said before, friendly fire is kind of the bane of my existence. It's the reason I went with the decay magic in the Ordinator's spell tree. Lord. Aha! Yeah, so we're gonna have to find a spell. We'll probably have to talk to their conjuration guy, because I don't think, if I got like a destruction staff, that would not do well for all my other little friends here. Well, the ones that I just abracadabraed away. You get the idea. Alright, who are you? Almond, you cannot help me. Let's see, so I guess we'll talk to, what's his name, Sergius? No. It's the conjuration guy. I can never remember his name.
Enchanting services are one of the few.
Is he sleeping in his room? He is not. What time is it anyway? Here, we'll give him an hour for the NPCs to reset. That ought to bring him around. No? What's so important? Am I still too early in the storyline? That might be it. Here, clear out these guys. Ooh, wait. There we go. Phineas. Wow, I was way off. Phineas Gester.
If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know.
Dude, my summons last longer than yours.
Also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
He makes a good point, though, because when I'm walking through a town with a bunch of undead at my behest, I don't get any issues, right? The townspeople don't ask me to leave. Things go just fine. I do wonder if there's if it's possible someone's created a mod to account for that. And at the same time, I hesitate to ask because what that would do for a Necromancer playthrough if you couldn't actually be in town. You don't have a staff of conjuration? Really? Really? Ah, that's annoying. I'm going to have to find one the old-fashioned way. And I still have a lot of... Man, okay. So I'm going to have to do a lot of shopping just to sell all these items. I'm really liking the Make Way for Your Lord addition to this mod. I just have to... INIGO, come on. You got 5,000 lines of dialogue. You should be smart enough to get out of my way. Thank you. Good job for the developers to remember to add that in. Because if you remember in like vanilla... Wow, I'm going to have to use this Make Way for Your Lord a lot. In the vanilla game, that was one of my pet peeves. You know, your follower would stand in one of your hallways when you're trying to make your way through. Oh, what the... She has a staff of Deadeye Captain. Huh. I mean, that doesn't make much sense. Maybe I sold it to her, but why would I sell Deadeye Captain? That works like perfectly for my playthrough. Anyway, so let's see. We're going to keep Muffled Tongue. That will be part of our little demonstration for INIGO next. I've already got Necromancer robes for Magicka regen, so we'll probably want to switch that out. If we switch out for Restoration, that would be good. Because technically the spells that I'm using to attack are restoration spells. So that should be perfect. And that gives me enough money. I don't usually buy these super expensive staffs that you can get from these mages. But given that this is a themed playthrough, and that's actually an undead type summoned thing, and we're worshipping Manny Marco, I mean, it's perfect. I'm switching to a staff because now that I'm worshipping Manny Marco, in order to build his approval of me, I need to spend and load soul gems. So the best way to do that is with Azura's Star and hunting people. And away we go. Let's see, while I'm at it, might as well see what else I can sell to her. I'm not really going to be focusing on a lot of actual enchanting at the moment. We can part with Staff of Fury. I wasn't planning on doing a lot of illusion stuff. At least not yet. That's one that does not take long to power level. Now I'm half naked. Okay, let me just throw on some clothes. Where is that robes? There we go. Okay, robes of minor restoration. Robes of minor restoration. That looks an awful lot like Necromancer robes, with which I am actually I am perfectly fine with. Alright, this is kind of tight quarters for a demonstration for INIGO. Oh yeah, we need to find some bad guys to take out. My INIGO needs some gear, and I just spent all my money on a shiny new staff. So let's make sure to add that to my favorites list, or reload that as we go along. And then we can use our undead captain to store bones, and that'll be good. Alright, where can I find some people that want me dead? Shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Oh, we haven't been to the Pine Warrens yet. Oh, that'll be perfect. If you guys have been to... If you've seen, let me think. I think it was my illusion demonstration for the Apocalypse spell mod. I actually went to a place called Pine Warrens, and of course I forgot to rest for I need, so let's hop over to Riverwood. Can't fast travel it. Oh, enemies. Well, okay, yeah, that works. Kind of putting the cart before the horse there, huh? I came here looking for bad guys in the first place. Might as well partake. Alright, let's see. So if I'm summoning with one hand, my left, instead of long stride, let's go with Death Cloud. That ought to work. Actually, you know what? I like it to attack with my right, so let's flip them around. Okay. Let me just... oh, gate's not even locked. Okay. It said there were enemies here. Oh, hello. And goodbye. That works out pretty good, and I rather like my undead captain. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so it's not necessarily broken to use him. Let's see, so iron is not going to be good enough to meet INIGO's expensive tastes. This is a cool introduction from... Ooh, that might work. Nordic Hallberg Steel. Okay. Apologies, miss. This was purely professional. I just need gear. Where'd my INIGO go? I have so many friends now, it's hard to keep track. There we go. Oh, he's blending in.
My friend, Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time. Never fear. That map you have is special.
This old thing?
Yes. There is more to it than you may realize. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Citadel. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, INIGO? There! See, I have placed myself on your map. If we find ourselves separated, all you need to do is look me up. Pretty fantastic, eh?
It's great, INIGO. Thank you.
No
I like it.
problem. I am always happy to help.
That is a cool addition. I love it. Also, that guy in Cyrodiil who was talking about, I'm pretty sure if you look at the timeline for the
You've given
Bethesda
me
games,
best equipment, yes?
that adventure from Cyrodiil is actually the player that you play as if you do Oblivion, which I think is a great kind of hat tip to the previous game. I think that was pretty cool. Alright, so where are you, INIGO? Might as well start the INIGO demonstration here. So this is a quest marker. There we go. And there you go. So I like this. There are a couple different ways that I've seen modders approach the issue of losing your follower. For example, if you remember Lysana, who you can get over here in the Elder Green Grove, she gets a spell that you can cast that summons her, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a couple of months ago since I did that playthrough, but I'm pretty sure she has a spell to summon her. INIGO instead ties into your map marker, so that you can just pop it open and see where he is anywhere in Skyrim, which I think is fantastic.
Okay, let us get back to it.
Well, let's see here. So we've finally got him some decent armor. We do need to get him a better sword. And let's see. Well, I guess we can just have a little chat and see what else INIGO has to offer.
You want to talk?
Let's see. I need
What
to
would you
do
have
something.
me do? I will aid you if I can.
Alright, so we have basic follower functionality. Wait here, attack that, sit there,
Let us move
that
on.
kind of stuff.
Yes, my friend.
Any thoughts?
No, nothing at the moment.
So his any thoughts function, I've actually seen in a demonstration. He went off on like a 2-minute tangent off of any thoughts. What it does is it tracks your progress in both the storyline of the game and your actions as a player. And over time, the more time you spend with INIGO, the deeper and more elaborate his thoughts about you will get. Mind if I ask you something?
You have my full attention.
Let's see. So if you go, I'm not going to do let's talk about talking because I actually want him to talk more, but that's an option that you can use to make him talk less. So if it just bugs you how much he's piping up about certain topics or in a certain area of the game, a certain dungeon, you can just ask him and he'll shut up. There's also the necklace, Muffled Tongue. It's in my inventory. I'll show it after this little thing. And you can put that on him, and that will also slow the rate at which he chimes in. Do you want to relax here for a bit? We'll try that first.
Okay, I will unwind a while.
Huh. He literally took off his armor, I think. And I don't know what he counts as unwinding in the middle of this area. I think that function might be more for an inn, maybe? I don't know. We'll try that later.
I was wondering, can you whistle?
Oh, yes. Why?
Well, it could be a good way for us to quickly communicate. Look, I found this book. It made interesting reading. Maybe you should give it a look over. Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, interesting. Okay, so when you tell him to relax a while, it actually disables it's kind of like telling him to go home, but he'll stay in where you tell him to go instead of leaving for somewhere else, it looks like. So we're definitely going to
I'm right
have him follow
behind
me.
you.
Oh, that's cool. And then he suits up again. That is awesome. I like that. That feels very immersive, right? Because if you're going to relax, you're not going to wear all your battle gear and that, you know, get in the way. Okay, so the book on whistling. I was hoping this would come up, but yeah, this is going to be a key part of the demonstration for INIGO. I want to do a showcase for him, but it takes a while to unlock all of his features, so we're not going to be able to do that on it. I'll have to wait for a different video. But the power of whistling, just to give you guys a little sneak peek. Tactical wordless communication for adventurers. What is a website? Immersion gone. Okay, so basically you can use whistling as a way to quickly send instructions to INIGO in various situations. We're going to look into that. I'm going to set that aside for now because I need to take time in my playthrough to actually figure that out. And that will have to be for a different video. But that is another option for INIGO, is he comes with faster ways to send orders and communicate rather than going straight into the dialogue box every time.
Snappy dressers. I wonder why they are involved in this dragon business.
I love his custom dialogue. Alright, let's see. Mind if I ask you something?
I am all ears.
Let's see. So we already tried relaxing for a bit. And we can talk about talking and see what the dialogue options are.
Listen to you talk about talking, and we will take it from there.
Okay, so we could have a little less chit-chat. Don't talk with other people while we are traveling together. So you can do that if you have multiple followers and you don't like the custom chit-chat between, for example, INIGO and Lydia. I have noticed with that, INIGO and Lydia tend to... The developer for INIGO kind of made Lydia a bit of an airhead, which kind of breaks it. You know, it's not her personality from the vanilla game. So if that bugs you, but you still want Lydia to be working alongside INIGO, you can use this, and he won't talk as much with the companions while you're traveling. Don't bother trying to fight quietly when I'm sneaking. Okay, that's an interesting option. So if we get into stealth, that's for if you're doing a stealth playthrough, he can be adjusted for that. I think about the people you'd like to talk to. Maybe you're forgetting someone. I don't know what that is referring to. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what that did. Hopefully nothing that made him a pansy. Okay, so that's a good place to start again. Okay, so you can also adjust how far behind he follows when you are traveling. So that he stays off more in the distance. We can discuss combat.
Let us strategize.
What are your current tactics?
I am being aggressive. And in battle, I am fighting how I choose.
Okay, so we're going to leave him on his default settings, so it looks like you can adjust how aggressively he fights and his style. So I assume that means like one-handed or ranged or stealth, assassin, that kind of stuff.
You have my full attention.
Huh, tell me more about yourself.
I have many thoughts, all of my own. Many are fleeting, though. Better catch them while you can.
Ironically, that's what makes you so hard to put in a showcase, because I can't just put you in a cage like a parrot and give you a cracker and get all your dialogue. Alright, last but not least, tell me about yourself.
One day, I hope to learn how to fight underwater. I just can't seem to do it.
I love it when the modders throw in, like, hat tips to game mechanics and stuff. It's like, yeah, I can't fight underwater too. That is so weird. Oh, is this a random thing? Tell me about yourself, because it didn't gray out when I clicked it.
Some people say I talk too much. Maybe it is true, but when we are up to something sneaky, I will always shut my mouth.
That is so cool. Okay, so tell me about yourself as like a random list of qualities.
Ugly is a state of mind. I hate ugly minds.
That is cool. Okay.
Okay.
Alright then.
Alright.
I think we're good. Okay, so that was all of his initial options. Let's go ahead and grab some more food, get a little sip of wine. There we go. Actually, I do need to rest, so maybe next we will head over to Riverwood, I guess? Let's see. I'd like to give you guys a little more combat before I sign off. And I do need to get a better weapon for INIGO. A little steel sword is I know we just took away his ebony gear, but I mean, we wanted to have something that's a little better than the norm. Just not better than everything else that I have. But first steps first, let's get some rest, get some food. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to test INIGO's relax feature.
So, you have attained full Dragonborn status. Being shouted at by a group of old men has never been so rewarding.
I love it. I love his dialogue. This is great. Alright, I need you to do something.
What would you have me do?
So I should...
Let me give you some
no, that's not. I don't need to give you a command. I want you to relax.
Go ahead, ask away.
There we go.
Good idea. You should take a break too. You deserve it.
Okay, so let's see if he takes advantage of the inn. Yes, he does. That is so cool. They literally designed his nav meshes so that he would relax while you're at the inn. That feels so immersive to me. That's great.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too.
I could use the rooms and the food. Let's rent a room.
Thing. It's yours for a day.
And heard any
We've
rumors?
got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood.
Yes.
Sven, both vying for
I don't need either of them as a companion, so
nobody
let's
trusts
skip
those
that.
mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there.
It's interesting when they try to build
Are you
a...
joking? You just rented a room from
sorry.
I'll show you to your room.
My mistake, Orgnar. I just was trying to get some food and some drink, but I will sleep instead. It's funny to me when they build a world that is so suspicious of magic, but magic can become so powerful. Although I guess when you look at Winterhold from a distance and realize that half of it got blasted away in a magical experiment, it kind of makes sense.
Let me know if
Alright, Orgnar, I need some food real quick.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
We'll go with let's get some nice stew, treat myself, drink, and some baked potatoes. That sounds good. And yeah, I think you can actually design, you can activate I Need. Actually, here's the cool I Need perk. Your stews actually fill you up your food and your hydration. So with stews, you can kill two birds with one stone. So if you're doing like a cooking
I'm just
playthrough...
a cook, lad.
Did you just teleport? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's pick up our precious INIGO.
I was getting comfortable.
Yes, now we're going to be less comfortable because we are going to stomp on some bad guys.
What do you want?
Well, at the moment, I'm going to hunt some bandits. Let's see. Okay, so we need to get to Pine Warrens, which again, unless, let's see. No, I think Helgen is still the fastest route. And the bad guys shouldn't have spawned in again, so we should be good. And we're off to see the wizard, or at least to punch a wizard in the face. I think there's like one spellcaster in the entire bandit camp, but you know. Actually, technically, I don't know which bandits Obis is going to summon when we get to Pine Warrens. That'll be interesting to figure out. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of our friendly Khajiit so far. I really like INIGO's custom dialogue, and he's got a lot of features that are really helpful for tracking him and adjusting his tactics. I don't know how many of you have used custom modded followers in the past, so I would love to hear if you have had any really good experiences with other modded followers. In my experience, a lot of the followers that you can find on the Nexus, they're just kind of, they're custom skins, but a lot of them don't have custom dialogue. You are done, sir. There we go. I had one, for example, when I was initially setting up this playthrough. I found they described her as a necromancer, so I was like, sold! He can have a necromancer girlfriend. And she was, the artwork was beautiful. She was very powerful. She was throwing lightning bolts when I was still just throwing little fire bolts, so she was good to have in a fight. But they developed, the modder had used Lydia's voice, and I just couldn't get past it. You know, you're running along, and I would hear something that only Lydia would say, and I would hear it only in Lydia's voice, And then I'd look behind me and it would be Raven the Necromancer. And I was just like, I can't do it. And then I found Lilisana, who has custom dialogue. And then I found INIGO, who's like the gold star. But if you know of any other followers that are custom dialogue that you've had a lot of experience with, a lot of enjoyment with, feel free to let me know. Alright, let's see. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to kill everything in the Pine Warrens. I think we're just going to break in through the front door, open up that secret passageway, and call it a day, because I am running a little behind on a couple other things I need to do today. Let's see. Come on. Oh, come on. This is the one downside of my the mods that I run for character creation. You start off with like 5 lockpicking, so you really feel like your dump stats, the skills you don't specialize in, you really suck at them for a while.
Do that. What was that?
Yeah, sure. Come up to say hi. Oh, can you imagine being on guard duty and you come up the stairs and you see this? This is what is waiting for you when you come up the stairs. Like, you're done. We're under attack by everything.
Another textbook example of skill and grace.
Yes, skill and grace. There is so much skill and grace involved here. And the Jedi Captain, he doesn't do a lot of damage, so I don't really feel like throwing him into the mix is going to break the game any more than having 5 ravenous undead backing you up already breaks the game. Oh, I can get some food here, though. Oh, that'd be good. Why does it count as stealing? That's just kind of funny. I mean, technically, I know it isn't my house, but it belongs to bandits, and bandits are usually stealable. I don't know. Oh, wait. Is that an Orcish mace? There we go. I have no problem with... Actually, that's a funny question. So if I steal good gear, but I give it to INIGO, and then I get arrested, does that mean INIGO loses the gear? I mean, if he doesn't get arrested, then they're not going to disarm him, right? Interesting question. Anyway, let's have a look here at our bandit outlaw. Got some gold, some body parts, all very well and good. I don't think we're going to need the iron warhammer. Fur shoes, hide helmet. Those might be good for INIGO if he can get down here, make way for our Lord, and then see if that makes it easier for INIGO to follow. There we go. He got stuck on all my undead.
What is on your mind?
I have found you some leather.
Burdens gladly.
I do like his attitude, though, bearing your burdens gladly instead of, you know, sometimes you can get a bit of sass from Lydia, which is still funny, but you get the idea. Let's see. So INIGO has arrows, hunting bow, steel sword. Okay, we should be good there. Actually, you know what? When you have a follower,
I hope this will be a mutually beneficial
and you're carrying
exchange.
a lot of heavy things, he can hold my dragon bone. He can hold my hip bones. Left arm, left hands. Yeah, I'm so glad I read up this. I was reading up on different modded options for Necromancer playthrough, and someone suggested INIGO because he's kind of a, what's the phrase? Chaotic neutral? I think that's the D&D term for his alignment. But it works out real good because since he's more of a neutral type character, it suits him that you can just bring in all of your undead and he doesn't mind because he's more of a former thief / addict anyway, so that works. Alright, I think we're going to wrap it up there for the day because it's going to take a while to get through Pine Warrens, and it's a good, we're in a good stopping place, so we're going to tackle that on another day. Thank you so much for joining me for my playthrough. Let's see if I can find a decent angle here for a shot. There we are. Alright, if you enjoyed my video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you like the most about INIGO, and if you have any modded followers that you've particularly enjoyed using in the past. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Take care.